we've always had generation gaps, right? Where the adults are always complaining about how the young generations are doing things, it's different and it's never the same and it's not as deep and it's not this has always gone, I mean, I've heard this since I was 5 years old, so. But what I'm realizing is that, oh no, it's deep. The difference is that it's deep laterally, while the book generation is deep sequentially. Youth today is moving laterally. So the way they're moving and putting all these things together is in a way that's going to become completely incomprehensible to us, I think, within 20 years.
Yeah.
I think it's just inevitable, particularly if digital technology enters all realms of society. And it's very clear that the cell phone is doing. Don't have access, really want access, because it's so much part of the culture of everybody else, and you kind of exclude it if you don't know what they're talking about in this environment or not, right? So the fashion part of it is that. And when you look at media, it kind of sells us this notion of it is accessible everywhere. We underestimate our youth, and we underestimate their ability to hack. And they hack everything. You know, they always have and they always will. That's just the nature of life. Hacking, what I mean by hacking is I don't mean hacking the computer. I mean, whatever tools are around, whatever communication systems are around, they will play with, they will experiment with, and something else will happen, and they'll make it their own, one way or the other. Social media, or I think digital media in general, is really part of kids and youth culture. For people to turn towards these spaces and try to create positive spaces, that first of all, there has to be the acceptance that media is not necessarily a negative thing. That's not always the case. The second part, which makes this difficult, is that you've got generation up, the people who are game developers in their 30s are starting to do that. So you have gaming clubs organizing themselves over summer, trying to kind of create literacy around these environments for kids. But there's a problem. They're not kids.